Namaste to all watching. This is part 2 to my thoughts on channeling. I say greetings to Mandela affected friends, esoteric free thinkers, philosophers, light workers, indigo kids, whomever you be. Channeling, I feel, is definitely indirectly related to the Mandela effect. Indirectly. That is to say, from my personal journey, I see very much the Mandela effect as cues to recognizing our own quantum selves and to break through what I've known ever since I was young, before I saw the Matrix. The Morpheus quote, there's a sliver in the back of your mind, right? Knowing that there's so much more to existence than what we have. And honestly, I know for a fact at this point from my heart that everyone experiencing the Mandela effect recognized that and have always had that premonition ever since they could really remember. So, with that comes channeling. Channeling is important because I feel like in the mainstream world, channeling's disregarded as being some silly, nonsensical thing, especially when it comes to people channeling extraterrestrials, if you will, or other entities outside of us that we can see on our 3D plane of existence. But I want to put channeling in a definition that shows that in many regards, like us remembering our quantum self, our multidimensional essence, channeling is that which is inescapable. Just like it's inescapable of being a multidimensional being. We are multidimensional beings. It's a matter of the awareness of our multidimensionality coming back online. My father said so because he has a YouTube channel too. Very wise of how truth doesn't, it's nothing that can be told to you. Truth is something that you already know. And it's coming from within through the cues of your external world in a way. You didn't say that part, I'm just taking that and leaping with it. So therefore, if you're an artist, you know what channeling is. If you've ever been in an epiphanal or in a state of ecstasy with your creation, with what you're doing, whether you're drawing or whether you're portraying a character on stage or you're doing stand-up or you're a musician, you let go of everything that you know and you trust that you need to know what you need to know when you need to know it, right? There's a vaster intellect that's at play when you're performing onto the stage. Just like there's a vaster intellect at play when you are not trying to think in the moment, but just being in the moment. We will always screw things up. I will screw things up like these videos, and I have before, making multitudes of videos thinking, oh, this isn't right, blah, 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 thinking about what I'm going to say. But if I'm going to overthink what I'm going to say, it screws it up. And so with that, let's go full cycle. A beautiful quote from a local musician who taught me when I was like 14, 15. He said that a good musician that knows music knows that they do not make music. They only harness the sounds, frequencies, and tones that are already out there, harnessing the vibration. Their instrument becomes the radio, picking up on the frequencies that are already there, and then transcending it into reality in the here and now. That is to say, all sounds, like events and scenarios, they're already played out. They're already there. That's what 5D or 4D is about, right? To recognize that everything that is, was, and is going to be is in the same room. The past and the future, same room as the present. Because the past and the future is only relative to the present, right? Just like cold is only relative to the amount of heat that's absent in any given space. We are the flame, we are the present, and we are the instruments, right? Part of ascension, it feels like to me personally, these Mandela effects being the cues of recognizing our own quantum selves to actually come to a state of appreciating the Mandela effect, because it helps reveal to us that existence truly is much more than we've been playing it in this society of monotony, of as I would say in a poem, laugh or cry while the uproar tis out to rise, raise your edge glistening peaks eclipsed by neglected shrieks from the reeking ravaging corruption within this stale modernized status quo, repetitiously vicious rhythms and rhymes coherent to invasive tyranny, monolithic monetary debt equals slavery, privatized wealth usurpation, profitized war machine, concentratedly refined oligarchy paradigm stained upon the pages of our history that'll bleed into the present of the here and now, for us to clear in the here and now. My father sent a very conveying message, I felt, of a feeling that this next year is going to be a game changer of some sort. I feel it too. But I know for a fact, and this is why I feel like I have to convey this message, even if it's through the title of channeling, it's still all relative. You drop the fear. This is the time. This is the time. Oh my goodness, AI is here. It's going to take over. Drop the fear. Fake news, mainstream news, who the fuck to listen to? Drop the fear. It's funny because people who are Mandela affected or take on any of these thoughts that the mainstream would see as absurd and crazy, they use logic and they praise logic and they say that, oh, it's logically doesn't make any sense, and where's the evidence, where's the evidence. Well, their belief of there no being evidence creates that right in front of their face. And frankly, it feels like most people who are going through this phenomenon, the evidence is the reality. You either see the Mandela effects and or you don't, but it's not a misplaced memory, period, because I'm talking to people who you resonate with me on this, and there are other people out there who have known the memories before, so therefore it's not, no, it's remembering how to actually live authentically and how to actually reconnect to everything. I've lost track. I'm tired. So peace, love, and cheers.